Hey, buddy. I need to talk to you.
Well, hello.
What's a death claw? My parents won't tell me.
Hello and welcome to the Fourville Town Hall. On behalf of Mayor Sanders, allow me to welcome you to our beautiful town. Now, what the hell do you want?
What do you do around here?
Haven't you heard? I'm the mayor. Oh, wait. I'm not. I'm just his secretary. Now, what the hell do you want?
Need to see the mayor about something.
Oh, is that all? His office is just to your left.
My daughter told me about what the two of you did. I can't believe you could be so reckless. My daughter isn't suited to fighting, to put it politely. All the same, I'm grateful for what you did. My wife can rest peacefully now.
It was a piece of cake.
I bet Meat Hook never saw you coming. Thank you again for what you did. I just wish I could have done it myself.
Excuse me.
Why, hello there. Roscoe radioed and mentioned we had a visitor coming down. I hope he didn't give you too much trouble. He loves to try and vet visitors. He told me you mentioned something about being a vault dweller. I'd be quite interested in hearing more about it.
I'm from Vault 111.
Vault 111? I've never heard of that one. We got a few people coming here from 81, but no one's ever claimed to be from 111. Now, I'm sure you've noticed our town's main attraction, Vault 4. I always make sure to let the new visitors know the door can't be open. It hasn't opened since the day the bombs fell over 200 years ago. Our ancestors waited outside the vault, expecting shelter when it opened after 20 years. But it never did. Some people, me included, still hold out hope that the vault will open one day. But listen to me talking your ear off. If you really want to learn more, you can visit the site of the original town in front of the vault door, or you can visit our museum above the entrance. Feel free to take in what the town has to offer. Enjoy yourself. My door is always open if you want to have a little chat. Oh, hello again. I do hope our little town is treating you well. What can I do for you today?
Tell me more about this vault.
If it wasn't for this vault, this town wouldn't exist. Pioneering heroes built this town waiting for it to open, but it never did. I told people this during my election campaign 4 years ago. I believe the vault will open in my lifetime, and I will do anything I can to make it so.
Tell me about yourself.
Sarah and I have been a lot closer since the pair of you took out Meat Hook. I didn't realize what a toll having him alive has taken on us.
I'm interested in the history of this place.
Like I told you, visit the museum and the site of the original settlement, and you'll learn everything you need to know.
Nothing else for now.
You come back anytime, you hear?
Hey, you. Come over here.
Hey there.
Welcome back. Are you here for the talk or to buy a souvenir?
I'm interested in the history of this place.
So, you want the talk? All right. Here goes. More than 200 years ago, the Great War broke out across the world. Thousands of people took shelters in things called vaults, like the one behind me. When the vaults sealed, they were expected to open up after 20 years. There were some who decided that if they could wait that long, they could find shelter when it opened. George Willis was one such man. Together with his family, he arrived in the entrance cave to Vault 4 on the day of the Great War. Behind me, you can see the very tent he pitched for shelter, made from a recovered log and a sheet of plastic. It was a far cry from the shelters which would come later.
Could he really have survived out here, all alone?
Well, that's where the story goes next. He wasn't alone. Over time, more refugees began showing up at the vault seeking shelter. As more people came, they needed more living space. The early residents of Fourville began to dig out the walls of the cave and used reclaimed wood and dismantled vault tech equipment to build houses. This process is still ongoing as workers tirelessly dig to create new spaces for houses and maybe find a way inside the vault. Many of us in Fourville still dream that the vault may one day open, including members of the Church of the Four, who you can see often worship in this site. And that's the story of the Fourville tents. If you want to learn more, you can visit the Fourville Museum or the Church of the Four.
Let's see what you've got.
We have a great selection of souvenirs.
Hey,
Why, hello, young lady. Welcome to Knocklofty House. Well, not the real one, but it will have to do for now.
what? Who are you?
Nigel Healy Hutchinson, 12th Earl of Dunamore. Well, not yet, anyway. Heir apparent. So I often go by my courtesy title, Viscount Surreydale.
Cool name.
Why, thank you. I'm rather proud of it. Nigel is a strong family name, and our surname can be traced back hundreds of years. Knocklofty House is our ancestral home, and one day I will take up my seat there.
What do you mean by that?
Why, this is merely a poor facsimile of my ancestral home. One day I will return there and take up my seat, which is mine by birthright.
So, how are you going to do that?
That's the beauty of it, young one. Listen closely, because I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm going to get home by flying there. My family has a grand history of aviation, so I've built my own plane in an area I excavated myself. Come, I'll show you.
We must... We must talk. You are so very, very distracting. You know this, yes?
You're pretty distracting yourself.
I had a point, a reason. Oh, yes. My control of feelings is worse than before. And you are no help. With your teasing of poor little Curie. But it is not just you. Sometimes a simple compliment, nice hair, and I am flustered, confused. Other times, people suggest the strangest and most lurid things, and I am even more confused. Why do people do this?
Because you're so cute when you're confused.
You are not making any of this easier, you. Oh, I must get a handle on this if I am ever to advance my experiments.
This is Margaret. Marvelous, isn't she? This is how I'm going to get home to Ireland and claim my rightful seat as the Earl of Dunamore.
Did you make this yourself?
Of course I did, young one. My family has a long tradition of aviation, and the engineering skills to go with it. For all her beauty and perfection, Margaret has but one flaw. She needs nuclear fuel. And she's a thirsty girl. Say, that gives me a good idea. How would you like to earn yourself a bit of pocket money, young one?
Why are you calling me that?
Why, because you're just a youngster to me. It's a simple term of endearment, nothing else.
If the price is right, I might help.
Of course, of course. I have plenty of money stashed away, and my family has great riches back in Ireland. You'll be well paid, I assure you.
What do you need me to do?
There are all kinds of sources of nuclear fuel in the Commonwealth. All far too dangerous for an old man like me, but perfectly suited for a young one like yourself. If you could bring some back to me while I gave Margaret her finishing touches, I'd be most grateful.
Sustained injuries? Such a fall.
I've got some stuff you might want to know.
Hey,
You need something. May I help you?
your thoughts?
The power here appears to be off.
Is everything all right between us?
My feelings towards you are one of the few things I can process. We are, as you say, good.
That was all.
As you wish.
What's that?
Why, hello there. How goes the nuclear fuel hunt?
Do you have time for a few questions?
Of course, of course. Ask away.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
Why, that's really quite simple. The speed of the aircraft makes air flow rapidly over the wing, which creates a low pressure zone beneath the wing. This creates an upward force we call lift, which is powerful enough to overcome the aircraft's weight and hold it aloft in the sky. Ingenious, yet deceptively simple.
Tell me more about this vault.
Well, naturally, my family would have had a space reserved. I often imagine them making the perilous journey to the United States to secure their safety. Damn shame. They must have arrived too late and couldn't get inside. Hence my current predicament.
Tell me about yourself.
I come from a long line of dignitaries who trace their heritage back to a place called Great Britain.
I don't have any more questions.
Quenched your thirst for knowledge, have I?
I've got it right here.
Oh, that's fantastic. As soon as I top up the tank, Margaret and I can begin our journey. Why don't you come with me? We can share the treasures of my inheritance.
What happens now?
All right. Let's see what we need to do now. Yes. We'll need to get the fuel in, and then we can take off. Wait a minute. To fly the plane, I'm going to need to... Oh, curses! Damn and blast! How the blazes am I going to get it out of the cave? Curse it all!
Excuse me.
Confound it all! How could I have been so stupid?
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to have to start all over again. Move Margaret outside piece by piece. Leave me in peace now. I need to contemplate my failures.
Hi.
Why, hello there. How?
I've got it right here.
Oh,
I've heard enough of your crazy bullshit.
well, if you really feel that way, then you don't have to come with me. All right. Let's see what we need to do now. Yes. We'll need to get the fuel in, and then we can take off. Wait a minute. To fly the plane, I'm going to need to... Oh, curses! Damn and blast! How the blazes am I going to get it out of the cave? Curse it all!
Hi.
Confound it all! How could I...
Stupid old man.
You're right. I've been such a fool. Leave me in peace.
Come on, work, you dang machine. What about... No, that isn't right. Oh, I'm never going to get it to work. Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Fourville Museum. How can I help you?
Hey there.
Welcome to the Fourville Museum. I'm sorry about that little display when you got in. I've been having some technical difficulties with the new exhibit.
What are you working on?
Oh, this? It's a holotape. I bought it from a trader who came by a few weeks ago. He said it had some kind of game on it, but I've not been able to get it to run. It keeps saying I need to download update, but when I press the button, it just says cannot communicate with cloud server. I'm not sure what a lot of those words mean. I've tried everything I can think of. I even took it outside where it could see the clouds, but no luck. It's a real shame because it'd make a great addition to our new pre-war exhibition.
I'm interested in the history of this place.
Then you've come to the right place. You can look at all the exhibits we have or talk to me if you have any specific questions.
What do you know about Vault Tech?
Vault Tech was a pre-war company which built massive underground vaults for people to survive the nuclear war. From the promotional material I've read, they were equipped with all the modern amenities. They look like lovely places to live.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
Fourville was founded when a man named George Willis decided to set up camp outside Vault 4 and wait for it to open. That was over 200 years ago, and since then, the town has changed a lot. It's the work of every generation which came before us. At the Fourville Museum, we're proud to have a special display of George Willis's personal artifacts. Our prized possession is his terminal, but that's off limits.
Tell me more about this vault.
Very little is known about the vault itself. Its doors have never opened. Generations of Fourville residents have tried to find a way in, but to no success. Some of the only examples of Vault 4 jumpsuits are on the display across from the door, as well as some Vault 4 bobbleheads. They say Vault-Tec produced a full set, but I've never come across any.
I don't have any more questions.
Anything else I can help you with?
What is this place?
This is the Fourville Museum. Here you can learn anything you want about the founding of the settlement all the way back in 2077 or right up to the modern day. Also, we're going to be opening a special exhibition shortly on the pre-war world more broadly. You can find it in the back room.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Maybe there is something you can do. I had wondered if it might be possible to download update directly from the company who made the game. My museum duties keep me so busy I wouldn't be able to go myself. The game was made by a company called Real Patriot Games. You might be able to download update from their headquarters. If you're able to do that for me, you'd be doing the museum a really big favor.
Have you found something interesting?
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me. Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you. Someone there?
Returning fire.
That's it.
Mr. Howard, do you... Mr. Howard, do you care to explain why our server room is locked down when we are just hours away from the release of the 0.9.1.2 update?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wu. I would have come to you first, but I needed to act quickly. I found evidence that there's a Chinese spy in the company. They were going to use the 0921 update to spread a virus that would cripple our nation's security infrastructure.
A Chinese spy? Here at Real Patriot Games? How is that possible? We are all good U.S. patriots here.
I know it seems unlikely, Mr. Wu, but I found communications originating from China hidden in some code for the update.
This is very shocking news to me, Mr. Howard. Do you have any leads of this Chinese spy?
I'm not sure yet. I thought it could be Clint Washington. I heard him advocating for single-payer healthcare the other day.
Yes, Mr. Washington is surely the most obvious suspect. Investigate Mr. Washington and report directly to me.
You got it, Mr. Wu. You're a true patriot, sir.
right there.
Have you found something interesting?
Nice.
What?
Hey there.
Any word on the game?
I've got it right here. Believe me, it wasn't easy.
Are you telling me it really works? Let me try it. Let's see if this works. It's loading up. Version 0.9.1.3. What's this about a Nigerian prince? This all seems very exciting. I've never heard of such a thing. What's Nigerian? Oh, is that all? The game is a bit short. Do I have to pay to get the next stage? Oh, gaming must have been an expensive hobby. Thank you for your help. This is going to make an excellent piece for the pre-war exhibition. There's a terminal set up in there that you can play it in.